Hello guys, this is Rich TV and welcome back to my channel. But before I start the devotional guys, I would like to shout out the following person or channel na punta rito at na-join sa devotional. Shout out and God bless to Ivy Vlog, Francis Laiko, Carl Ann Channel, Diane's TV, SSC TV of Korea, Juna Salundaga, Heart Ponsalan, Retro Vlog, Connie Vlog, Connie Love, Michael Aborita, Mabel Docosin, Barashal Imbodo, Nempa Amutin, Grits Figueroa, 24/7, Ping Bertolpo, Pamilya Lagan Channel, and even to those who did not join us during the premiere but still napunta pa rin dito para manood at makinig sa devotional. God bless us all, guys.
Rich TV, where you heard it, number one is on the top. Good advice is they'll never stop. Rich TV, where you heard it, number one is on the top. Good advice is they'll never stop.
Hello guys, kumusta yung giving natin? Di ba topic natin kahapon? Those who will repress others will be repressed also. Those who give generously will also reap generously. Di ba? So, kumusta yung pagbibigay natin, particularly sa mga tithes, pledges, and offerings natin, and even sharing to people around us. No? Sana guys, we will be generous. At sana nakapagsimba tayo. No? Sana nakapagsimba tayo together with the family still. Yan talaga yung one of my advocacy. Family. No? I guess let's not proceed to our devotional. Let's open our Bible to Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 1 to 11. Still guys, I'm using the devotional study Bible because the words used is simplified. Maintindihan talaga natin. Okay, so what I'm reading is about pleasures are meaningless. Gabi, no? Kay King Solomon to guys, no? So the word of the Lord in Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 1 to 11 says, I thought in my heart, come now, I will test you with pleasure to find out what is good. But that also proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, is foolish. And what does pleasure accomplish? I tried cheering myself with wine and embracing fully my mind with still guiding me with wisdom. I wanted to see what was worthwhile for men to do under heaven during the few days of their lives. I undertook great projects. I built houses for myself and planted vineyards. I made gardens and parks and planted all kinds of fruit trees in them. I made reservoirs to water groves of flourishing trees. I bought male and female slaves and had other slaves who were born in my house. I also owned more herbs and flocks than anyone in Jerusalem before me. I amassed silver and gold myself, and a treasure of kings and provinces. I acquired men and women singers, and a harem as well, the delight of the heart of men. I became greater by far than any in Jerusalem before me. In all this my wisdom stayed with me. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my work, and this was the reward for all my labor. Yet when I surrendered all that my hands had done, and that I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. Amen and amen. Okay, guys, let's now pray. Yes, Father God, what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his own soul? Like what King Solomon have done, everything to him is meaningless. Siguro Lord, sawang-sawa na siya sa buhay niya, kaya ganyan yung nasasabi niya. He was the richest man in the world during his time. He has the best wisdom kasi the moment, the time na you asked him, what will I give you? And he only says, wisdom to handle these people because he's still young at that time. But yet, Aside from wisdom na binigay mo, you give him wealth and everything. Kaya siya pinakamayaman sa buong mundo that time. Lord, same way with us, we always ask wisdom from you. And you multiply it, oh God, with a wealth that is so sumptuous, that is na ma-share namin sa iba, oh God. Lord, still, give us happiness, give us the joy in living. Kasi yung iba, oh God, is always complaining, sometimes complaining na gabi yung pagtatrabaho namin and yet we're still not satisfied of what we have. May we find satisfaction unto you, O God. Lord, I pray na however you see this evening, ikaw ang mag-bless sa bawat isa, O God. Thank you, dear God, and every time we are here, we re-listen to your word. Lord, thank you that we can commit all the sins to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen. So the focus verse we have for this evening, guys, is found in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 11. It says, when I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. So the title of our devotion for this evening, guys, is Finding Joy in the Meaningless. In 2010, James Ward, the creator of the blog I Like Boring Things, launched a conference called the Boring Conference. It's a one-day celebration of the mundane, the ordinary, and the overlooked. In the past, speakers have addressed seemingly meaningless topics like sneezing, sounds the vending machines make, the inkjet printers in 1999. Ward knows the topic may be boring, but the speakers can take a mundane subject and make it interesting, meaningful, and even joyful. Several millennia ago, Solomon, the wisest king, launched his own search for joy in the meaningless and mundane. He pursued work, bought flocks, built wealth, acquired singers, and constructed buildings in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 4 to 9. Some of these pursuits were honorable and some were not. Ultimately, in his pursuit of meaning, the king found nothing but boredom in verse 11. Solomon maintained a worldview that then pressed beyond the limits of human experience to include God. Ultimately, however, he realized that he'd find joy in the mundane only when he remembered and worshiped God in chapter 12, verses 1 to 7. When we find ourselves in the whirlwind of teaching, let's launch our own daily mini conference as we remember our Creator in verse 1. The God who fills the mundane with meaning as we remember and worship Him. We'll find wonders in the ordinary, gratitude in the mundane, and joy in the seemingly meaningless things of life. Amen and amen. Yes, guys, no? Many times or sometimes nasasabi natin sa sarili natin na life is meaningless, especially if we are in the very same problem, no? Pero let's remember, Solomon also experienced this one, although grabe na yung achievement ni Solomon, no? Pero sa kanya, unsatisfied pa rin siya. Sabi niya, meaningless, meaningless. Kaya siguro yung tao na although we already achieved this thing, then later on, we will desire for more. Unsatisfied talaga ang buhay ng tao. Kulang tayo sa satisfaction. No? Yes, I for one is also asking God for something. Sabi ko, Lord, I need this one because, yun, no? Diba? Pero, narinig ko si Lord, siguro, my purpose of asking is not bad, no? Maganda naman yung purpose. Kaya, let's, check the purpose, kung ano yung purpose ng hinihingi natin. And for sure naman, God will give you, no? Si Solomon nga, si Lord na nagtanong sa kanya, what do you want me to give to you? Sabi niya, wisdom to handle these people around me. Kasi naging king na siya that time. Pero God, no? grant the desire of Solomon's heart na binigyan siya ng wisdom, but yet binigyan pa rin siya ng grabe yung properties, yung wealth na binigay ni Lord sa kanya. No? Kaya this always ask of wisdom from God. Kung ano yung gagawin natin sa buhay na maging meaningful yung buhay natin. Mahirap guys yung buhay na walang meaning. Kaya let's make ourselves worthy to other people, to our family, and particularly to God. I guess as I proceed to the question, why is it so hard to find meaning in things that can never satisfy? Oo nga, hirap talaga, no? Pero let's just enjoy life. Let's just enjoy life. Alam ko may kulang pa tayo, pero let's just enjoy life. No? Ako, ang dami ko pang kulang, ang dami ko pang hiningi kay Lord, pero enjoying life. No? Enjoy our life para maging worthwhile tayo. Second question, how do you need to reprioritize your commitment to and worship to God so you can find your meaning in Him? Well, I'm really searching. Lord, where are you going to lead me this time? Yan, no? Kanina umaga, Lord, saan naman ako? Where are you going to lead me today, tomorrow? Yan. Ganyan yung prayer ko. No? Pero the best thing is, we serve God. Kaya, let's put meaning in our life by asking God to do so. Okay guys, let's now pray. God, take the unremarkable moment of our life and infuse them with your joy and wonder. Amen and amen. Guys, all our life are meaningful. Wag lang natin isipin na our life is meaningless. God bless us all guys, because I know God surely blesses 10 times better. This again is Rich TV. Kita-kita tayo ulit sa muli. Paalam!